Bit of a memer. Guys, let's hop into our final game of iCast, your freaking awesome replays for today. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, it is Eric Master. Up here in the top right-hand side, in the blue, the Zerg player, it is Stranik. I am just too much of a snowflake to pick a side, Landrastic. What can I say? But I also believe in freedom of speech and think all social justice warriors should fucking die. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna sit over here and laugh at everyone who's upset. Because I'm fucking worthless. I love it. Meanwhile, it looks like a 12 pool, guys. Stranik's being a bit of a dirty piece of shit. And Eric Masters already got a probe coming across, so he's going to scout this very early. Of course, guys, this was the Snowflake Harassment ICYFAR, where you had to try to use your most unique and special harassment to trigger your opponent. And we've had some amazing games so far. Of course, don't forget to send in your replays for next week. The challenge, if someone could activate the command in chat, excuse me, is you can't leave. Surround your opponent's armies with flanking attacks. Send submissions through to Eon Blue. As always, info's in the YouTube description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're in Twitch, it's in Twitch chat. If you guys are ever wondering what the up-to-date challenge is, even if I'm not live, you guys can hop in chat, type, so you can go to my Twitch channel, even if I'm not live, and just type in chat, ! ICYFAR. And it will always give it to you. Oh, fuck me! Oh, shit! No! No, stop it! Stop touching me! Oh, fucking me! God damn it. Jesus Christ. This fucking disgusting drone right here. That Louis C.K. of a drone. Jesus. Jesus! That poor probe. That should never happen in the scouting place. That's just inappropriate. We got 2 gateways coming up here. A bit of a full wall off. Eric Master. To be honest, I mean, Louis C.K. would have just said, I'm just going to keep you trapped in the corner and not attack you and make you watch me fucking stare at myself or do some weird shit. It still would have been highly inappropriate, though. The Zealot here, I like the double choke. There's a choke there. If the Lings break through, you get a second choke. This is a fucking trap if I've ever seen one. This is the one where you have the Zealot here, the Zerglings run into this gap, and you warp in a fucking Zealot behind them, and you go, you can't leave! And then you send that in for next week's ICYFAR. Let's do that, guys. Second Zealot's out. Adept is on the way. Let's see. Zerglings versus Zealots in a choke point. I think we've been through this one before. Who wins? Who wins? I think we know. It looks like these Zerglings are smart enough to know as well. Thankfully, they do have a cheerleader who's arrived for a little bit of moral support. Oh, no fucking way. Stranik! Oh my god, Stranik, you absolute fucking legend. What the fuck is this? Lair has gone down to get the fastest drop alert of all time at 2 minutes 40. This fucking drone is getting ready to lift up. I think Eric Master might know something's happening though. Eric Master's like, what the fuck is this, mate? What the fuck is that? Ah, it stinks in there. It stinks, it stinks. Let me out, let me out, let me drop out. Ah, and they're gonna drop it. You see? Oh, look, you see, it's not just, yeah, there's, ooh, poo coming out as well. Gross. Rando spine crawler in the main base. I love it. Stranik, that's fucking amazing. Zerglings, though, are coming in the front at the same time. It's a slow Zergling spine crawler rush with a random infestation pit that's finished behind this. Slow Zerglings kind of shit units, though. So these Zealots, these big steroided motherfuckers, are just bashing the shit out of these Zerglings. One does go down. Oh, no! A surround on that Zealot. Eric Master's in big trubs now. There is a Stalker in the depth still alive. The Stalker just fucking bails for a second, and all of the Protoss units go down. Oh, Eric Master with a few little mistakes there, losing all the gateway units. And now Stranik's in the mineral line. Oh, shit me. Only a few probes decide to fight. The rest run away. Oh, that's that moment where you're like, you know, we can take him. We can take him. And like 3 people stand up on the plane to try and stop the hijackers and everyone else just kind of hides. And you're like, fucking hell. If we all got up at the same time, we could have done it, dudes. Eric Master's going to come forward with the Stalker. There's a shield battery coming down, but man, there's a lot of Zerglings and this Spine Boy going to come forward. Look at him. That Tentacle is large and in charge, and he's starting to headbutt the most important target of them all, the 900 hit point assimilator. I can tell you guys, there is nothing more important than StarCraft than attacking the assimilator. If you take the assimilator down, the Protoss is only mining minerals will have to continue mining minerals, except if he wants to mine from the other gas geyser. Stranik realizing it might not have been the best decision is like, let's just fucking headbutt forwards and get killed by the probes and the Stalker. And there we go. Eric Master says, get fucked, mate. Get out of me base. Mate, I ain't no snowflake. I ain't triggered. I'm fucking pissed off. I'm raging. I'm angry. And I'm gonna fucking kill your dropper lord, you dickhead. Oh, you're gonna try and break me wall? I've got 2 adepts here as well. Funker, great observing amazing once again, by the way. Keep it up, buddy. Behind this, the Zerg player still has one of the worst economies I've ever seen, and is following up with 2 swarm hosts, which are going to waddle off them across the map. Swarm hosts, of course, also known as hell muffins, dubbed by Tasteless, that one. One of the slowest units off creep. Look at their giant fucking legs go. They've got like 16 babies on their back. If you ever wonder why swarm hosts are so slow, guys, just think about the lore of it. Now, if you've ever seen a pregnant woman who's ready to give birth, I'm talking she's in the 9th month, now imagine she's got like 15 babies at various stages of pregnancy all fucking sticking on her, and tell me she's going to be sprinting across the map. She's not. It doesn't matter what type of fucking Nikes you give her, what sort of running shoes. She's not going to be able to run that fast. It is honestly a feat of Abathur's fucking bioengineering, the fact that this fucking passion host can even waddle this quickly. This is incredible. Look at the number of fucking babies ready to pop out on the back. It's insane. It's fucking insane that they're even doing that well. Behind it, Stranik is going to drone up. Is like, you know what? 15 drones versus 32 probes? Yeah, this can work out. Eric Master comes out. I don't think Eric Master was watching, missed the swarm host, and 4 Locust boys. Now, you'd think just a couple of Locust boys wouldn't be able to kill too many probes, and you'd be terribly wrong. 3 probes go down almost instantly. The rest run away, but even these 4 Locusts are going to take the Nexus's hit points way down, losing more than half of its shields. And, oh, you go back to mining? Guess what? You lost another probe instantly. Already a good number of probe kills. The Passion hosts getting ready to rotate around, maybe assault the front of the wall next time. But there's a drop on the other side of the map. Eric Master's like, yeah, you've done some fucking stupid shit. I bet you've got nothing at home. Haha, yeah, look at this, mate. How do you like adepts in your mineral line? I'm even going to warp in a fucking random zealot here. Yeah, what are you going to deal with that? Stranik's like, it's okay. I'm going to send me army back. Oh, Zergling speed actually just kicked in as well. I actually have units. And the shade into the empty mineral line. Eric Master with the genius maneuver says, I could have kept killing drones, but I'm gonna tickle your queen a little bit instead. A fucking genius maneuver. Thankfully for Eric Master, does warp in 2 more zealots, and they're like, alright, you fucking stupid adepts. I guess we'll just finish the job. Stranik with an amazing worker pull. At the same time, of course, focusing on these Locusts, which have gotten in Eric Master's base, and they're savagely brutalizing the mineral line. If Stranik had only pulled the drones away, he might not have been so deep in Dicktown, but unfortunately, he is there. He's deep in Dicktown right now. He's down shit creek. He doesn't have a paddle, and it's time to get your hands dirty, because that's a bunch of adepts wedged in a fucking tight gap. And look at this beautiful fucking area here, just dropping the adepts, doing some hot pickup micro. Eric Master with some beautiful plays. Captain Immortal there tanks a bunch of Locust damage. My god, there's a lot of worker kills going down on both sides. Now, attacking the shield battery is probably not the brightest idea here from Stranik, but oh, this one on the back door. The Stalker goes down. Good Immortal micro, though. Eric Master pulls back to the battery. The Immortal's standing strong, slowing down this damage, and Eric Master's keeping the economy up. That is 26 probes that have been killed. 16 drones have gone down, and yet Eric Master still has a much larger economy. This is, of course, guys, 7 swarmos. That's a fucking scary count. But there's not much left at home. Ooh, a spine is about to finish. That should be able to hold off these adepts. Good play here by Stranik, playing a down and dirty game. Swarm hosts just kind of gathering up right now. They haven't actually thrown their next wave. This is actually kind of an amazing game and an amazing strategy from Stranik. Good handling by Eric Master, though. Says, no more passion hosts for you dickhead. Even saves the Zealot from the angry broodlings. Meanwhile, oh, here we go. The Locusts, they're going to click on the Nexus. I don't know. Are they going to get it? Well, fuck yeah, they are. Why'd I even question it? Locusts are pretty much the most broken unit in the game. I fucking love it. Look at that shit. Oh, we're going to see a save. We're going to see a save. No, that Immortal just disappears. Depletes most of the battery energy at the same time. It might just come down to a base trade at this point. Stranik's trying to build more Zerglings, but these swarm hosts are just clearing through. Eric Master needs to get like an Immortal and drop on these swarm hosts, needs to hunt them down. Stranik's cleaning up the Zealots in the main. The spawning pool does go down. That means no more spines or Zerglings for Stranik. I think Stranik's got to rebuild some shit right now with all that minerals, but Stranik's in Panic Town is like, fuck, only now restarting the spawning pool. Here we go. Adepts are on the hunt. They're like, where the fuck are these hell muffins? Where are they? I don't fucking know. I'm clearing out your main. I guess I'm okay. I just can't let a surprise Locust wave land in me base, because that could ruin me. I lost me natural Nexus, and uh-oh. Here we go. There's 2 adepts here this time. They do kill Locusts pretty quickly. There's 2 batteries as well. Eric Master, you gotta heal. Oh, the fucking battery boy. Look at that stream of healing fucking Well, I could call that a lot of naughty words. Whatever it is, it saved the Nexus just barely. And turns out the Battery Boy Immortal Adept defense is strong enough. The Lair has gone down on the other side of the map. Remember, guys, there's only one Spine Crawler here. The spawning pool's going to finish, and there's a lot of minerals. If Stranic can hold this base and keep the Swarm Hosts alive, there is a chance. This Warp Prism is on the hunt. Eric Master wants to find this bunch of passionate hosts, this bunch of pregnant ladies getting ready to come to term once again. And there we go. Fresh eggs ready to fucking burst. They just throw them at their opponent. And here we go. This time wasn't targeted on the Nexus immediately, but there we go. That Nexus is going to be taking the damage. It's going to go down. Oh my god, the batteries. The fucking batteries. Look at the healing micro here. Oh no, runs out of energy. A bit too slow for the next wave. And another Nexus goes down at the same time though. Warp Prism up here does start to do a drop. The Zerglings in the spine though doing a fucking fantastic job taking out a bunch of these Zealots. And Eric Master is in a very, very dangerous position right now. Only mining from the main base, trying to break out so that he can actually say, get fucked, Swarmos, because they've got no support right now. And I think it's about time that Eric Master says, I've weathered the storm. It's time for you to get fucked. Stranic's like, nah, one more wave of Locusts first, buddy. I'm going to kill your main Nexus. That's going to go in and try and get that one. But there is a fearsome attack coming across the map. Stranic is going out to hide a hatchery in the corner. Hasn't built any more spines, though. I don't know if Stranic's going to be able to defend the counter-attack. And it seems like this chaotic game has just gotten even messier. So many probes going down. Fuck me, that's the last minerals. If that Nexus goes down, Eric Master cannot rebuild. Eric Master still has not found this fucking pack of Swarm Hosts that's just been rotating back and forth like a fucking hypnotizing pendulum of Zerg free unit death. These Swarm Hosts have done so much this game. The units loss tab is pretty brutal in favor of Stranic, but Stranic's economy has been so terrible it almost doesn't matter. The drones and Zerglings are desperate to keep this hatch alive, but I don't think they can fight. Even with a single Spine Crawler, I don't think it's going to be enough. The Swarm Hosts are going to start waddling their way home across this map. This one Giraffe Boy has a couple of headbutts left in him, but there's just too many Adepts and Zealots. The Immortal deciding to help out by shooting the fucking egg that has 400 armor rather than killing the Spine. Typical Immortal, not known for their brains, but more for their brawn. Mass Spine Crawler going down off creep. These are going to bleed out on their own, but Eric Master's like, nah, I'll just fight you right here. Oh, fuck me. Stranic comes in from the behind, and the backdoor Locust attack just starts to savagely wreck these units. Oh no, the Immortal goes down. The Adepts get wrecked. Eric Master with a double Warp Prism does save a lot of them, but the spines are up. Stranic is desperately trying to get a creep tumor down, needs to save these spine crawlers from bleeding out, but they're already dangerously low. Does have a hatch up in the corner as well. The Swarm Hosts are still alive. Has to get those across the map. Eric Master has a base mining once again. This fucking game is actually lit. Oh, can he get the creep tumor? No, the creep tumor gets down. The Queen does fall, but the creep tumor there. These spines, though, already all bleeding out. They're like, I need me poopy ground. I'm bleeding. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, Stranic really should have uprooted those and moved them. This drop here, going for that spawning pool. Eric Master trying to get super fucking fancy here. Don't really need to get fancy because, oh, the spines are all going to die. They're all going to die. Swarm Host getting in position for another wave of baby assault. Throwing your babies at your opponent, always a good way to do it. This creep finally spreads. Those spines survive, but with next to no hit points. And Locusts coming in the back door at the same time. Speaking of some backdoor action, probes versus Locusts. Oh god, Eric Master, what possessed you to try that one? I guess you got to keep the Nexus alive because he doesn't have 400 minerals. Has he bought enough time to keep the Nexus alive? I don't know. I feel like these Locusts have just savaged the economy anyway. Oh, he does have another Nexus up in the top left-hand side of the map, but he just lost almost all of his probes. Shit me. What have we got, guys? Units tab. 7 Adepts, 2 Warp Prisms up against 7 Swarm Hosts, a Queen, and 11 drones. If Stranic can keep this base up for long enough, Stranic will probably have the advantage since these probes are mining pretty terribly right now. And here we go. Adepts on top of the Swarm Hosts. Finally, Eric Master is like, you know what? If I drop on ya, your units are gonna fucking die. Locusts get thrown, and Eric Master just picks up and it's like, haha, what are your Locusts gonna do now, dickhead? I'm just going to drop on you when those Locusts disappear. Stranic, realizing this is not a great position to be in, is like, shit, and is trying to throw Locusts one at a time to keep some safety nearby until the other Locusts cool down. Bit of an odd dance. Eric Master says, fuck that, I'm going to fly away, bait you into a false sense of security, and I'm going to come straight back in at some point. The mining is good. Eric Master has the corner base. Eric Master's looking healthy. The Swarm Hosts not finding damage right now. They are massing Spine Crawlers in the corner though. Stranic dragging this game out, and hats off to both of these guys for showing us one of the weirdest fucking games I've seen in a long time. I say this every ICYFAR, but I feel like we always do just get the strangest games, and it's kind of amazing. The Adepts have found the Swarm Hosts again. I feel like these Swarm Hosts really should be working their way across the map to try and throw another wave, maybe even split them up. Split them up. I can't even speak. I've been too excited throughout these games. Yeah, this game's kind of insane. Look at the natural expand locations, says Eric Master. We've still got Spine Crawlers up here, and that base is fucked. This one, not in the best position. And yeah, both players just casually chilling in the corners now. Just casually chilling in the corners. Adepts trying to drop on Spine Crawlers. Eric Master trying to get very fancy. Does bait out a big Locust wave. Not bad. I believe maybe getting a little bit too fancy here, though. There's spines all around this. But this is keeping Stranic busy, and that's allowing Eric Master to rebuild the economy. And Eric Master actually, I think, finding a way to solve this dilemma of a game. Stranic is like, shit, I guess I need to do something. Did one of the Swarm Hosts go down? They did. One of the Swarm Hosts did actually die to those Adept drops, so nicely played. The game has chilled out a little bit. Both players going to take a breather for a minute there. Eric Master going to go, oh, fuck me. Passion Hosts are on the case again. Me Warp Prisms aren't in position. Couple Zealots going to come out and take one for the team. Four Locusts going to go down and say, nah, fuck you. The Zealots like, yeah, no, we'd rather not waste our time fighting free units, so we're just going to run away. But this allows Stranic to get in position. And another 8 Locusts going to come in and potentially do some fucking huge damage. These probes taking a lot of damage down there, but there's a drop coming down. No, the Swarm Hosts are getting out of there. But, oh, fuck me. Look at that. That probe kill's just getting racked up, man. I think Eric Master can take it a bit of a hit, but would have loved to pull those probes away. Does still have this base up here. Pretty healthy mining going. We've got Zerglings building now. But here we go. Adept drops, and these Swarm Hosts are so valuable. The Zealot flank comes in. Oh, fuck me. One Swarm Host goes down. Remember, those can't be rebuilt. The Infestation Pit died, guys. 4 Locusts go down, but there's just too many Gateway units. Eric Master's had enough, and it is time to welcome the Passion Hosts into hell. Time to turn them into Hell Hosts. The Locusts getting next to no damage. They're just dying too fast. They are trying to waddle their way out of there. Now, guys, we were talking earlier about pregnant ladies. If they had 9 fucking children in them consecutively, sorry, not consecutively, but simultaneously, how slow they would waddle. Despite that, Eric Master, maybe not the most pathing genius in the world, kind of decided to run into a corner and let a bunch of pregnant ladies outrun them. So that was one of the more exciting chase scenes we've seen in StarCraft. Kind of on par with that Austin Powers scene where the guy gets run over by the fucking steamroller moving 2 kilometers an hour. So Eric is going to chase it down though, eventually. It's still the slowest chase scene in the world. Pregnant ladies starting to rotate down the south side of the map. Look at those legs waddle. Holy fuck me. Abatha, a true genius of bioengineering, creating these Swarm Hosts to just run circles around the map. We've got Adepts, we've got Stalkers, we've got Zealots. They're just kind of running around. There's still this pack of Spines, and oh, fuck me. Hydras are on the way for Stranic. They don't have any upgrades, so I don't think that's the right unit. Without upgrades, maybe just more Swarm Hosts would get it done. But look at this. An Immortal's about to come out, and it's about to meet big fuck-off pack of Locusts. The thing's about turning around. Does come back. Wow, that's a brave Immortal. That's a very brave Immortal, and I think it might also be a dead Immortal. A lot of these Locusts, though, trapped behind each other. Eric Master, with the huge micro, actually baits out the entire Locust wave, and it does no damage. These Swarm Hosts on their way back, they could actually get trapped. They could get trapped. Can Eric Master cut them off? He's going to find them. Eric Master finds the Swarm Hosts out in the open, and he knows he can cut them off by coming down here. Oh, no. Pregnant ladies in the open. Pregnant ladies in the open. Call in the fucking artillery. We got Pregos in the opening. Stranix is like, fuck, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Taps out with the GG. What a gentleman. Our first player who didn't BM a little bit out of today's games. Both players playing amazingly. Stranic pulling out the incredible fucking Spine Crawler elevator drop with the fucking early pull into the Passion Host. Eric Master with the Warp Prism counters. A great way to finish off today's ICYFAR. And GG, well played, Eric Master. Telling people in chat I am about 4100 MMR for the people who are saying I'm in Silver League. Get fucked. That one actually happened at the higher end of Diamond League on the ladder. GG, well played.